Yes, good afternoon to all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, previous class we were discussing circular singly linked list. So you understood how to do insertion at the front and how to do insertion at the last. So these are the two things what we understood along with the algorithm and the actual implementation for it. So both of them we finished in the previous class. So now how do we delete from the circular singly linked list? Okay, so deletion again can be of three types. So we have this delete from front and delete from last and delete from mid. So but we don't discuss delete from mid because delete from mid in circular and linear linked list are exactly the same. Though the same approach we use here also for deleting from the mid. So but deleting from front and last we'll be discussing now. So delete from front, okay, we'll try to understand. So this is okay, one second, let me open this in the browser. I can write easily. Okay. Okay, I cannot write here. One second. Okay. So insert last, done. Now deletion from front. Okay. Now this is what we are doing. So this is the initial singly circular list what we are considering. Start is pointing to the first node and it's a circular list. You can just have a look here because the link field of the last node is storing the address of the first node. Then what we are doing now, so we are taking a temporary pointer t and we are making that to point to the same node where start is pointing. Right now start and t they are pointing to the same node, this node. Next, what I'm doing now, see I need to perform the delete from front. So when I'm deleting this node I delete. Now what is that I have to do in the after deleting this node? So I have to make this node as the start node and address of this node has to be stored in the link field of the last node. Okay, so now I should have access to the last node now. Now using this t, I keep it I make this t to travel until it reaches the last node. And how to do that, you have already understood it in the previous class. So while t arrow link not equal to null, okay, not equal to start, we keep increasing this t until it reaches the last node. Now t is made to point to the last node. I just say when t is here, I'll just take t arrow link whether it is equal to start. Now t arrow link this is not equal to start. I make t to point to this and t is pointing to this second node, and again t arrow link I check whether it is equal to start. No, it is not same as the start node. Again advance, t is here, again t arrow link I'll check whether it is equal to start. No, it is not equal to start. And when t is here, when I say t arrow link is equal to start, yes, it is equal to start, because t arrow link is holding the address of the starting node or the first node. Now the t stops here. Okay, next what you have to do, observe here. So t is pointing to this. Okay, now what I'm doing, so start, since I'm going to delete this node now. Okay, so I'm just, one second. Yeah, so what I've done is, say I've taken this, t is pointing to this, so I made start to point to this. How to do that? Start is equal to start arrow, like this, start, because this will become the next start. Start is equal to start arrow link. Okay, start is pointing to this. Okay, so and then I have to free this node. How to get this node now? So t is already pointing to the last node, and the link field of the t is holding the address of this node. So I say free t arrow next, or t arrow link. Okay, sorry, instead of link I have to write, because we have taken the word next here. Okay, I make, so before freeing this node, I have to say start is equal to start arrow next. Now start is pointing to this. Okay, so start is pointing to this. Now I have to go for deleting this node. How do we delete it? Free t arrow next. So t is pointing to this, but arrow next is what? Address of this node. Free this node, so it gets freed. And after this node is freed, what you have to do here? Okay, in the next field of the last node, you have to store the address of the starting node. So t arrow next is equal to start. So say same thing is shown here. So this I'm deleting, and then when I say t arrow next is equal to start, so this is what is happening. Sorry, this is not updated here. There's some few mistakes, slight mistakes. This has to be B. Hope you people understood here. Any doubts in this? Delete from front.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is not A, sorry, this is not A, this is B. Okay, so stores the address of the node B, it goes back here. Now simple, let me summarize. So for a given circular list, when you set circular singly linked list, when you want to delete from the front, what you have to do is you have to take a temporary pointer, make it to point to the same node where start is pointing. Just use a while loop and keep incrementing this temporary pointer until it reaches the last node. So the moment it reaches the last node, stop, and then make the start node point to the next node, very immediate node or the next node. So start is made to point to this. Now go for freeing this node, okay, by using the t pointer. Okay, so t arrow next, free t arrow next. If you say this node gets deleted, it is deleted, and next store the address of this new start in the next field of the last node. How to do that? So t arrow next is equal to start. So this is how you can perform the delete from the front. Okay, so now algorithm and okay, program for the same. Okay, now what we do, we start, okay, and then check if start is equal to null, because before deleting you got to check whether the circular singly linked list is empty or not. If start is null, then say list is empty. Otherwise, check if start arrow next is equal to start. So can you tell what we are checking here? Start arrow next is equal to start. What case is this? So this is an empty case. And what case is this? Can you tell what case is this? Now using this condition, we are checking for what? Start arrow next is equal to start. What does it mean? Yes, please talk. No, what is the meaning of start arrow next is equal to start? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah, then what case is this? What is that we are checking here? Start arrow next is equal to star. What case is this?
Assigning the next node to start.
Yeah, tell me.
First. Assigning first node to start.
Assigning the first node onto the start. What does it mean? Say, for example, see, if start is null, you'll say the circular singly linked list is empty. If start arrow next is equal to start, something like this. A circular singly linked list with how many node? One node. So this is start. Start is pointing to this. Start is pointing to this, and this is the next field. If this is the only node, so the next field, what address it should hold? Itself. Address of itself. Correct, right? Start arrow next is equal to start. OP people understood?
Yes, sir.
So using start is equal
Yes, sir.
to null, you are checking the list is empty. This case is nothing but what? List is empty. So start arrow next is equal to start. This case is what? A list with only one node. OP people understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, free that node. Okay, so take a pointer t, make t to point to the same node, and just say free t, and initialize start to what? Null, because after deleting this, the list again becomes empty. So initialize start to null. Otherwise, so if the list is not empty and the list is not a node, the list is not with only one node, so then what you do here? So take a pointer t, make that t to point to the same node as the start node, and keep incrementing it until this condition is not true. Okay, t arrow next not equal to true. Okay, so we keep incrementing it, we make t is equal to t arrow next, and the moment the condition is false, we stop it. Understood? Any doubts in the algorithm part or the step part which I showed you? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay. Now let me finish this the algorithm part, and then we'll come to the program part. I'll go to the next slide. Next, what we do? So we keep increment the t like this until this condition is true. Okay. Once it becomes false, what does it mean? So t is pointing to the last node. Next, what you have to do? Set start is equal to start arrow next. Okay. Make the start point to the next node. Say start was pointing here initially. Now by doing start is equal to start arrow next, I'm making start to point to the next node, because you're going to delete this node. So that is what is the statement is. Set start is equal to start arrow next. And then what to do? So free the t arrow next. So t is pointing to this last node. So t is pointing to this last node. Now how to free this? You can say free t arrow next. T arrow next is nothing but what? Address of first node. A is the address of first node. It frees the first node. Okay. So declare free t arrow next. Next, what you have to do, in the next field of t, the last node, in the next field of the last node here, in the next field of the last node, you got to store the address of start. T arrow next is equal to start. T arrow next is equal to start, and then end if, and then stop. Clear now? Any doubt in the algorithm part?
No, sir.
Okay. Now similarly, the program. Delete front. Now as already told you, you got to take a temporary pointer and make the temporary pointer t to point to the same node as the start node. How to do it? Something like this. Start is equal to start. Now t also points to the same node where start is pointing. And the next condition, what is that you need to check is, you got to check whether the list is empty. So start is equal to null, just say list is empty. If the list is not empty, you got to check whether the circular list is with only one node. How to do that? start arrow next is equal to start. So as I wrote here, okay. So start arrow next is equal to start. If the condition is true, the list has only one node, and you free it, okay, and make start is equal to null. So deallocate the memory and make start is equal to null. Else, if the list is not empty and the list is with more than one element, then this is what we do. While t arrow next is not equal to start, if the next field of the t is not equal to the start, what does it mean? It is not the last node. So keep incrementing this t. T is equal to 2 arrow next until the next field of the t is equal to the start. The moment it is equal to the start, you stop it and then do what? So start arrow, make the start to point to the next node. Start is equal to start arrow next, and then free the current first, okay, and then make the next field of the last node equal to start. Is the programming part clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now similarly, so you understood now, delete from the front. Now how do we delete from the last? Okay. So this is again the list what we have taken, okay, and then again what I do, I take a pointer, okay, a temporary pointer t, and I make the temporary pointer t to point to the last but one node. You can observe here t is pointing to this, okay, and so t is pointing to the last but one node. So this node it is pointing, and if it is pointing to this, and I can still access this node by t arrow next. T arrow next, if I do, I get the address of this node, and then I can go for accessing the info field also, and the next field of that also, okay. So t is pointing to this, but still this node can be accessed. Next, what I am doing, observe here. Here, say the first starting node remains this itself. Now what we go to do, so to delete this node, okay, now address here in the last but one node, okay, I'm stopping here only because in the next field of the last but one node I have to store the address of the first node. So now what I do, t arrow next is equal to start, I'll say, okay. So see, first I'll free t arrow next. See, before assigning this start to t arrow next, t is pointing to this, I'll free this. I want to free this. How to free that? Free t arrow next. Now this is deleted, okay. Now t is still pointing to this. Now here I need to store the address of the start. So t arrow next is equal to start. So this is easy. Hope you understood. But you should not take the pointer reach all the way to the last node. The temporary pointer what we are taking, so it should not be made to point to the last node. Instead, it should be made to point to the last but one node. So the loop, while loop which you write, it should make the temporary pointer t to stop at the last but one node. Okay. Any doubts in the diagram which I showed and explained to you people now?
No, sir.
Okay. Now algorithm, same. Even in algorithm, so first we check list is equal to null. If it is null, we say list is empty, circular list is empty. Then we are checking for the circular list with only one node. So how do we check that? List arrow next is equal to start. If this condition is true, so the list has only one node, and then we free that and we set the start to null. Otherwise, so just observe now here this while loop. So this is this while loop. The condition what we are writing inside this while loop is little different from the condition what we wrote for deleting from the front. Now I want my t to stop. Okay. So one node prior to the last node. Okay. So how to do that? T arrow next not equal to start. Okay. But when you are trying to do the delete from front, so we were just we wanted t to point to the last node, and the condition that we were checking here was t arrow next not equal to start, but t arrow next not equal to start. Now, so because I want to make my T break here, it's a stop here itself. Okay, so T is this, T arrow next is nothing but this. Okay, so this is nothing but what? This node. So T arrow next is nothing but what? This field, which is nothing but the address of the starting node. Okay, so I hope all of you understood this, why we are writing this. Yes or no? So anyone have the doubt with respect to the statement, this statement, what is written here?
No, sir.
No. Okay, T arrow next not equal to start. Until then I keep incrementing the T. So next what I do, now once I make T to point to the last but one node, now I can go for freeing the last node. How to free the last node? See here. So T is pointing to this node. If I want to delete this node, free T arrow next. Okay, if I say free T, only free T, okay, this node gets deleted. Now what I'm writing now is free T arrow next. So T arrow next is nothing but this node. Okay, the node which is present at address D. And what is that node? This node. It gets deleted. And next what you do, T arrow next is equal to start. Hope you understood. Okay, algorithm part is clear, and similarly the programming part. Okay, see all this, as if you're asked to write a function in order to delete a node from the rear end of a circular singly linked list. So this is, if the algorithm is asked, this is how you got to write the algorithm. And before writing the algorithm, you got to clearly define what is start, what is next, all those things you got to define, and then start, and you got to write something like this. And if you are asked to write the function itself, so then you have to write this. Okay, next we'll look into the program now. So delete last, del last. So again we have taken the temporary pointer T and we have made it to point to the same node as the start node. And if start is null, I say it is an empty list. If start arrow next is equal to start, it is a singular circular single linked list with only one node. Free that and set the start to null. Otherwise, see here, T arrow next not equal to start, keep incrementing the T, and then free T arrow next, and then make start as the value of the next field of the node T. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the next thing is display. So after understanding how to insert at the front, how to insert at the rear, how to insert at the middle we didn't discuss here. So because we had already discussed it in the linear linked list, and delete from front, delete from the rear, and also delete from the middle. So we had already discussed it in the linear linked list. Now how do we display the content of a circular singly linked list? Now this is the example list which is already existing. Now what we are doing, start is already pointing to that. So we have taken one more pointer T, temporary pointer T, and we have made it to point to the same node, the starting node. And then what we do, so we keep printing the info field of every node until T arrow next, correct, no? T arrow next not equal to the start. Okay, hope people understood. See, so T arrow next is not equal to start. Now I print this 10, and then T is equal to T arrow next. T is pointing to this. Now here I print the info field 20, and then I check whether T arrow next is equal to start. So A. Start is nothing but A. T arrow next is equal to A. So T arrow next is not A. See here. So again T gets incremented and comes to this position. So we using that T, I print the info field that is 30, and then again I check whether T arrow next is equal to A. So T arrow next is what? D. D equal to A. Condition is D not equal to A. Condition is true. Again T comes here, using T I print the info field for T, and then now I check T arrow next. T arrow next is A, not equal to A, condition is false, I stop. So I want you people to write the algorithm part and what the program part for this display. So start writing. You can write it easily. And before writing, so you got to check whether the list is empty here also. Excuse me. So you got to check whether the list is empty here also. If the list is empty, say the list is empty, and do you need to check whether the list contains only one node or not here? So it is not necessary. If the list is with only one node, what you do again, you got to display the content of that single node, yes or no? So you have, sorry, let me erase. Say start is pointing to this. So start is pointing to this, and the next field is pointing to itself. And say this is some info field 10. What I do, I make T to point to this. T is pointing to this. Using T, I'll go for printing its info field 10. I print, and then so I just take T arrow link is equal to start. Yes, T arrow link is equal to start. Okay, that means this is the only node and it stops. The process stops. Okay, so try writing the algorithm and the function for display. Try on your own. So don't simply say it and waste time. Please try. So for your reference, I'll show you this. Take this and start doing, but you got to reach till the end of the list. Okay. Yeah, have you people started writing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do it. So write it and share it in the chat group. So share it in the MS Teams chat box. So you should not take more time to finish this. Oh, okay. Yeah, keep this as a reference and finish it fast. Write both algorithm as well as the program in the form of a function. Yeah, it's very easy. So again, I'll say start, and I'll just check if start is equal to null, then say empty list, and so you don't have to check for only one node, okay? And then repeat step while one second, yeah, T arrow next. So first you print it, okay? So at least, so one time we want this statement to be executed. If there is only one node, after checking this null condition, if it is not empty, so I want my statement inside the while to be executed at least once. If the list is with only one node, so I want the statement to be executed at least once. So instead of while, so I think it's better if you use do while, okay? So try with the do while. So because when you write it as do, you got to print the info field. So T arrow, so print, I'll write it as P of T arrow, what it is, info. T arrow info, and then close do while. What does that have to do? T arrow next not equal to what? Start. Is that clear? Now which loop you are using? I have not got any response in the chat box. So whether it is right or wrong, don't hesitate. Share whatever you have written.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, man.
Sir, can't we use while start not equal to null, then read all the links?
One second. What you're saying is while
Start not equal to null.
start not equal to null, and then
Read all the links in the node.
start not equal to null, and you mean to say while start not equal to null, keep incrementing the start itself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can do that, but so I don't want to disturb the start. So I want start to be just simply pointing all the time to the first node. Understood, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me show, because I was waiting for the responses in the chat box. I have not received any response. Okay. Now observe here. So I am taking T, making it to point to the same node as the start node, checking whether the list is empty. Otherwise, repeat A and B. Now what I am doing here, just see here, while T arrow next not equal to start. Okay. So okay, I think this. So tell me whether this will print print the content of the list if it has only one node. I think this will not work for it. See, if there is only one node, this is how I write it. See, SS points, start is pointing to this, start is pointing to this, and T is also pointing to this. Okay, and this is pointing to itself. Now if I check this condition, while T arrow next, so T arrow next is this itself, correct, not equal to start. and these two statements, they gets executed only if this condition is what? True. But T arrow next is equal to what now? Start. If there is only one node, so this is not going to print it. Okay, it works, and the outside we have written. Okay, so if T arrow next is not equal to start, so we come here and we are printing T arrow info. Okay, if this condition is false, so we are printing here T arrow info, we are printing here. Okay, the last node or the first node we are printing here. Yeah, this works fine, no problem. See what happens here, T arrow next not equal to start, the condition is false, we come out of this while loop, and next what we are doing, print T arrow info. T arrow info is what? Say for example there is 10 here. Okay, the 10 gets printed. Okay, now if you just want to avoid writing this statement, so then instead of using while, you can also go for using do while. OP people understood what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now say outside I have written. See, if the list is with only one node, so this one node info field will be printed outside the while loop. If the list is with more than one node, now this print T arrow info, what information field it is going to print? It's going to print the information field of the last node. Clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now the rest all nodes information will be printed inside the while loop. Okay. Here display, the program for the same. Again T is taken, and we have start if it is equal to null, empty. Otherwise, this is what we do. T arrow next not equal to start, so we print the info field and we simply advance the T and make it to point to the next node. And finally, when T reaches the last node, its info field is printed here the moment it comes out of the while loop. And if it is a circular singly linked list with only one node, so it won't go into the while itself. So first iteration itself, initially when the condition is checked, it will come out of the while, and here, so we are printing the info field of that first node, or the node with only one, circular list with only one node. Okay, so this is the program, and you can go for rewriting the same program by using the do while also. Okay, try to do that, because do while, you know why, when it is used. So when you want the statements inside the statements to be executed at least once, okay, then we use the do while, and this is and this situation also demands the use of what? Do while loop. So you can go for easily using the do while loop here also. Okay, next. Okay, that's all. That is the end of the circular singly linked list. Okay. So any doubts till here? And for your test, okay. So you have what was the topic given in the module 2 for the first test? So stack operations, right? You add it till stack operations. Now from the second module, so after stack operations, okay, so you have everything now. Conversion, infix to postfix conversion, infix postfix evaluation, okay, converting the given infix to postfix and prefix, that solving, and everything after that. The complete second module, including the multiple stacks in queues, using the single array. And in the third module, okay, you got to study still singly circular list, a circular singly linked list, what the thing which I covered today, it's also there, but doubly linked list is not there, because when I had discussion with the other faculty members, so I think they have not completed the doubly linked list fully. Okay, so doubly linked list is not there, except that you have till circular singly linked list. Any doubts with respect to the portions of the second test or the syllabus of the second test?
No, sir.
Okay, and I hope all of you have logged into the data portal. All of you have received your login credentials to log into the data portal.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
All batches have received it. Any batch left out? If there are student who has not yet received the login credentials, so please do call your proctor. Okay, they will give you the login credentials. Write down. Okay, login credential in the sense your USN. You will be knowing that. So you know that. So only the password. Password you should know. So password you write it down, and remember it. Okay, and please do register your Gmail ID also. Okay. Okay, there is one response. Okay, is this correct? Let me check. Okay, start null, then print list empty, while start not equal to null. Okay, t is equal to t arrow next. If t arrow next not equal to, okay, t arrow next not equal to start. Okay, then print info. Okay, yeah, what this will do is, okay, what you written is correct, but it will skip the first node. So start not equal to null, this is fine, and t is equal to t arrow next you are doing correct, right? So t is equal to t where you have initialized, but before starting you got to initialize t and make it to point to the same node. Okay, starting node. So let us assume you have made t to point to the starting node, and when you write t is equal to t arrow next, it will skip the first node. So this is correct what you have written. It will go for printing the info field of all the nodes except the first node. Okay, so what you have to do is first print, so print t arrow info, and then go for doing t is equal to t arrow next. USN, I think this is USN 155. You understood it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, okay. Let me, because still we have 10 more minutes. Okay, so the next lab program is on the doubly linked list, and you should also know this, implementing, see, when we discuss stack, we understood how to implement multiple stacks using single array, multiple queues using single array. Similarly here, say you have understood the concept of linear singly linked list, and you understood the concept of circular singly linked list, and you already know the doubly linked list also, but you may be asked to implement the stacks using singly linked list. So, and that you can easily do it, yes or no? So you got to create a singly linked list, and how to implement it as a stack. So if you're doing insertion and deletion both at the same end, then it is what? A stack. Okay. So again, I may ask you a question. Implement queues using singly linked list. implement queues using singly linked list. Again, you can implement. What you have to do now? You have to take 2 pointers. Insertion you have to do at one end, and deletion you have to do at the other end. And if I ask you to implement a circular queue, then you can do that by using a circular singly linked list. Understood? No?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now here the 8th program is on the doubly linked list. So design, develop and implement a menu driven program in C for the following operations of the doubly linked list of employee data with the fields: SSN, social security number, name of the employee, department of the employee, designation of the employee, salary and phone number. So these are the fields which you should have inside the node of a doubly linked list. And create a doubly linked list of n employees by using end insertion. So you got to do, when you're creating the doubly linked list for the first time, so you got to add the nodes at the end of the doubly linked list, and that you know already how to do it. And display the status of doubly linked list and count the number of nodes in it. Okay. Any point after creating the list of n employees, so by performing the insertion at the end, so next you should go for displaying the status, display the information of all the employees and also count the number of employees or the number of nodes. And then you should go for demonstrating the insertion front and deletion at the end of a DLL. And this perform insertion and deletion at the end of DLL, both insert at the front and deletion also at the insertion also at the end and deletion also at the end, and perform insertion and deletion at the front. Okay, and demonstrate how this DLL can be used as a double-ended queue. Okay, so double-ended queue also you have understood. Okay, we understood 2 types of double-ended queue. I hope you people remember what are the 2 types of double-ended queues. Yes? What are the 2 types of double-ended queues?
Ascending and descending.
No, with respect to the restriction.
DQ.
Yeah, the double-ended queues are called as DQs itself, but the two types of double-ended queues we understood. Yes or no?
Input restricted.
Yes, input restricted double-ended queue and output restricted double-ended queue. Okay, so now using the doubly linked list, you should go for demonstrating the double-ended queues. And similarly, they might also ask you to demonstrate the use of doubly linked list to this stacks and doubly linked list to queues also. Let us not worry about those things, and we'll go for demonstrating the double-ended queues here. Okay, and similarly I mentioned just now, you have to demonstrate, you should also know how to demonstrate the queues, normal queues, circular queues, using the singly linked list. Okay, stacks using singly linked list, and queues using singly linked list, and circular queues using circular singly linked list. Okay, I think we'll stop here, and in the next class. Okay, so there are few more things, that is how to perform this operations on this polynomial. Okay, represent and evaluate the polynomial using circular linked list. Okay, all these things. Okay, we will discuss it in the next class. So wait until I finish taking the attendance. Fifty, 43, 135, 156. Absent. 10, 16. Aman Kumar. Absent. 39, 116, 134. 135 Sandesh, 136, 137, 138 is present, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147. 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157. 57, 158, 159, 160, 162 absent, 163 absent, 164, 165, 166, 167, 69, 170, 170 absent. 171, 172, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180. 181, 182. 183, 184, 185, 180, 186, 188. Yeah, 186 is present. Sorry. 185 is absent. Okay. 188, 189, 190, 191, 192, 193. Okay. So thank you. So tomorrow I'll get one more class. Okay. I'll try to cover that lab program on doubly linked list tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.